So basically, I want to do a video on how, I guess, to travel for work, the best way to do it. And I don't want to get into the whole suitcase thing because, you know, that's just clothes and stuff. Normal people, I'm pretty sure, know how to do that. But basically, I want this to be a video about everybody who travels for work frequently and how to make it easier, living basically in hotels and airports. So yeah, so I'm going to give you some different items that I personally take, because I'm a traveling videographer, so it might differ for what you do. And yeah, so let's get started. Let's see which item we want to do first. Okay, well, let's start with the backpack because everything goes in that, so let's do that first. So I use this Osprey. It's kind of like a hiking backpack. It has a thing for like the water, like when you're hiking and stuff, but it's compact, pretty good, and it holds my laptop pretty well. And has a lot of good spots too to put stuff. So Osprey, I don't know what the model number is. I think it's called the Daylite Plus. By the way, I don't have my microphone or anything. Like, I have a whole kit at home for videography, so the reason it looks like I'm an amateur right now is because of, I mean, I should have my mic with me, but I don't. All right, other things that go into the backpack. Okay, I got two things right here. All right, two things. I have a portable charger. That is a wireless charging as well. And it has a USB-C and a USB port on it. USB-C charges it, but also you can charge stuff that's USB-C. Then I have this little dongle. So basically what this does is it goes inside the airplane. If they, like Delta is the only one who has screens, I believe, in United, but nobody flies United. If you don't already know not to fly United, then definitely don't be watching this video because you're just doomed. You're cooked. There's a Black Hawk over there. I don't know why that's happening. Anyway, so this is a dongle that goes into the screens on the Delta planes. And it's Bluetooth, connects to Bluetooth headphones. So the problem with Delta planes is you can't connect your Bluetooth headphones to their screens because there's no Bluetooth functionality within their screens natively. So you plug this in, it connects to your headphones, it plays whatever's coming out of the screen. Pretty clutch if they're noise canceling. All right, another thing you're really gonna wanna have to pack, is snacks. Snacks are very important. Sometimes you're in spots where you can't eat. I know a lot of times I'm walking to a rental car and I'm starving and we can't stop because we got to get to our gate, right? I also don't like to spend $15 on Gatorade at an airport. You know, their prices are insane. So I try to eat snacks all the time. Keep it cheap on the down low, and make sure that I don't spend all my per diem just eating in the airport. Snacks are key. Meat sticks, all that stuff. Because lately, planes have just been giving out cookies, no pretzels, like no sustenance, like carbohydrate-based foods which give you energy. So definitely bring snacks because Cheez-Its are better than Biscoff cookies when you're starving. Another key is a water bottle. This goes with me on every trip, and it goes with me on jobs, on site, the location that we're filming. Metal to keep it cold all day. This is a Stanley. You can get a Lala or a Hydro Flask or whatever other white girl bottle that you want, but metal bottle, and it holds ice all day long pretty much, so you'll have cold water. Now what you want to do, fill up before you go to the airport. Fill it up with ice, and then after you get through security, you can fill it up with water. They'll let you go through security with ice, but not water. They might ask you to show them that it's ice, but they don't care. All right, now to the fun stuff. Hard drive. Take my external hard drive with me everywhere. That way I can offload footage, photos, stuff like that. This is the first time I'm going to be taking a camera to film an actual vlog out there, I guess. So I'm definitely taking this 256, should do the trick, unless you're staying for months, which most of this wouldn't apply because you have to have way more stuff. But yeah, 256 gigs is fine for what I'm doing, unless you're shooting 8K footage for yourself. But my work provides pretty much everything else, so I don't really need anything more than that. Laptop. So this is the Asus Tough. And the thing about the Asus Tough, let me put this down. It's tough to hold. So the thing about the Asus Tough is it dies real quick. You could be browsing the internet, it dies. That bothers a lot of people, turns them away from, you know, buying it, but I bought it before I knew that, and it hasn't affected me really because I'm really not using it unless it's plugged in, because I'm not going to edit off battery, especially when I'm using that much RAM or game, because you can game on there. I don't game without plugging it in. So I bring that laptop out. It works with editing, gaming, whatever I do at night. And then the charger, now you would think the charger would go with it in the backpack, but I actually put the charger in my suitcase because it frees up room in the backpack. It's a pretty hefty charger right here. So I put it in my suitcase because I just don't want stuff taking up space in my backpack that doesn't need to be. And then to go with it, got the Logitech 640, whatever the hell, Lightning, G604 Lightning. It's an old mouse, but I take that with me for when I'm editing or gaming in the hotel room. And then key, doesn't matter what you do for your work. Don't matter if you need these to do work that you do, or if you literally sit at a computer all day when you're out of town. These are important. You say, oh, these, what is these? Okay, On Clouds. On Clouds, Hoka's, the shoes that, you know, you see all the Gen X people wear with like white socks and you know, going to play pickleball. These, okay, they're great for walking through airports, and they'll keep your feet from hurting, because I'm pretty sure that you could walk back and forth in Atlanta and it's like a mile back and forth, or maybe it's a mile one way, I don't know, but it's far. Okay, so shoes like that for travel, very important. You're gonna be standing, waiting a lot, you're gonna be walking far, you're gonna need those shoes. Okay, and for me especially, because I'm carrying a golf club case full of stands and or a Pelican full of equipment, so I need that. This is just a little utility ring that I take with me. It's specifically for shoots. It doesn't have much tape on it right now because I haven't been on a shoot in a while, but usually I just do body tape, medical tape. Gaff tape's too big to put on here, but I would love a tiny roll of it, but we don't have that at the moment. And I just hook it on my belt while I'm working, and I can just pull off whatever I need to mic up the talent or whatever. So that's what I use this for. And it can go in your suitcase too. A lot of this stuff could go in your suitcase, but you know. Wow, toiletry bag. Wow. Yeah, so it just has all my toiletries in it. This definitely goes in my suitcase, and the reason why is because I have a whole bottle of contact solution in there, and it can't go past security, so I just put it in my suitcase and check it. And it has your basic toiletries in it as well. So toothpaste, toothbrush, lotion, all that stuff. I'm not going to show you all the stuff. You know how to get it. The 99-cent little soaps at Walmart, travel soaps. And then one last thing, it's not really that big of a thing, but I just keep it in there just in case, and it's come in handy sometimes, but not all the time. It's just it's just hand sanitizer. I'm pretty sure every person with a pulse knows to keep hand sanitizer with them when they travel, but you never know, so hand sanitizer. So anyway, that's what I take in my backpack, and like I said, I'm not going to show a suitcase because that's just redundancy at that point. You don't want to see my underwear. So yeah, if you have any tips, definitely give me some. But yeah, thanks for watching. All right, so I forgot one thing. This is my iPhone, by the way. iPad is key. American Airlines only has online stuff that you can watch, so you can watch on your phone. They have a little phone holder, but that sucks for like 5 hours. iPad, connect to their internet, browse their library, download Netflix shows beforehand, get Hulu Premium, download Hulu shows beforehand, all that kind of stuff. Another thing that I forgot as well, Tylenol. Always have Tylenol. You're going to be dehydrated. You're not going to be, well, if you're like me, you don't want to drink 17 bottles of water and then get on a 4-hour flight, because then it's like, the key thing about the flights is you can get up, but once you leave the gate, you can't get up until you're past 10,000 feet. So once you're past 10,000 feet, you'll hear the thing go ding. That's the captain notifying the stewardess that they hit 10,000 feet. And usually that's when they turn off the bathroom sink and be dehydrated. Long story short, you'll need Tylenol because you'll probably get a headache from being dehydrated. And if you're addicted to coffee as well, you don't want to drink too much coffee, so you might not have enough caffeine, you'll get a headache. It's all happened to me before. So that's why I'm telling you. So these are 2 things I missed. And again, if there's anything else you guys want me to, oh, one more thing. I have a Garmin S60 watch, Approach S60. I got it for playing golf, but I haven't golfed in a while. Basic, just literally just shows me texts and the time. Probably has nothing to do with this video. Anyway, yeah, there you go.